Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today we have a post review. We're going to talk about Goofy Unicorn from Victoria's Moon. I have to say, first of all, that I am utterly relieved that this project is over. I made a few notes here because, again, as always, I try to be as fair as possible when it comes to reviewing a product, especially one that a company sent me for review, which I believe I will not do in the future because of this experience. First, I released an unboxing of this kit. I'll put the little link in the eye above on the 22nd of July. That's when I was given the painting and when I released it to the public. I don't remember the exact date that I got it, but I'm sure it is in the video if you're interested. Now, I told Alvina, the representative of the company, that I would not be able to work on it immediately, but my initial inspection of the canvas was very positive. My first recorded whip and chat with this canvas happened on the 2nd of October. So we'll say that I probably worked on this from the beginning of October until the 1st of December, which would be 2 months, basically. Now, I worked on this on and off while working on other projects. So I was working on other things as well, and maybe if I was able to focus all of my time and effort on it, a 60 by 60 canvas might have taken less time. I have a few other videos. I have a second whip and chat on the 16th. I asked for viewer feedback on Instagram on the 2nd of November because I wanted to see if what I felt about the canvas was something that maybe I was just being too picky about. So I asked for viewers to sound off in my Instagram and let me know what they thought. I had a third then whip and chat on the 27th, and my final progress picture was dated the 1st of December. So yeah, 2 months to do this. I'm going to start with the pros and end with the cons. I don't normally, I wouldn't do that on purpose, but it's just that I have a lot to talk about and I don't want to keep you here all day. First pro of this canvas and this company, it's finished. That's number one. I'm happy that I finished it. I very nearly didn't. And the other pro is that I didn't run out of colors. So I'll show you. Really quickly. I have a bag here full of the little baggies. I did like that it came in baggies. I do have more pros in my unboxing video if you wish to have a look. You know, my first impressions of the canvas and everything. So pros, I have enough of every color. That's the trash. I'll talk about that in a minute. I have everything still in the baggies. I very nearly did this entire canvas just out of the baggies, but I find it too difficult. Especially with this type of bag, the one with the red, zippy top, they're a bit flimsy and kind of soft, so they're kind of hard to get to stand up unless you put card in them. I just didn't have the patience. I used Craftmates with the system and it was fine. That's why each bag has 2 labels. And I've put Victoria's Moon VM at the top of every bag, the symbol, the DMC, and then the color number to match the baggies. I didn't run out of any color, so that's a good pro, especially because I accidentally mixed one night while I was working on it. I mixed the 823 into the 939 or vice versa, and I didn't bother using the Craftmates anymore. I just used the baggies instead after that because they're so similar in color and they were just 1 number off, and I don't know how I made that mistake. It happens to everybody, but I still had plenty left over, so there you go. It's all good. Plenty of leftovers. I'll keep that to the side. So that is one good thing. And let's face it, when you're doing a diamond painting, that's really what you care about the most, is that you won't run out of color, right? So I was lucky in that regard. I did not run out of any colors whatsoever. But the reason why I'm leaving the cons, I'm not trying to belittle or degrade any company, so please do not take it that way. I have already sent my constructive criticism to Alvina. I did that about a month ago. I sent her an email. We talked about it at length, how they could change the quality to make it better for the company, better for all of the customers in the future going forward based on my experience with this canvas. So I'm only speaking about my experience with this canvas and not among the company as a whole. So regardless of my personal feelings on the entire situation, this is what I experienced with this canvas. The symbols were extremely difficult to read, and it is one of the things that I brought up to the company. They are all symbols, all of them, not a single letter except for S. And if you count that as a T, if you count that as an L, or that as a Z, or Z, but that's not exactly what I mean. You saw what I just meant. They're all symbols and they're unfamiliar to me, so it was difficult to give them a name. And I know some people, like the puzzle aspect of that, and I can appreciate that, except some of the symbols are so close. I should have shown you. 823 and 312. While on the side here, they look very different. When you get onto the canvas, it looks so similar that it took quite a lot of eye strain to see them, especially if you're not working with reading glasses or a light pad. Also 3760, this, and 939, they're the same shape. They just have a slightly different pattern. That was pretty weird. And even though these two colors were not very prominent, that was kind of difficult for me as well. Okay, that's symbols. So symbols were hard to read in the way that they weren't printed bold. They didn't pop off the canvas like on some diamond painting canvases. And so it just made it really difficult to see without a light pad. And even with a light pad, it was a little bit confusing. The stickiness extends past the drill field, as you can see, and everything sticks to it because this type of adhesive, I don't know what type of adhesive it is. It's a little bit different than other sellers that I've worked with before. It is so sticky. If you place a drill down, you cannot move it, which is why in a lot of areas, I'm going to hold it up like this so you can see the gapping as well, but I'll get onto that in a minute. You can't move, you can't shift those drills unless you pop them off and put them back down again. Needless to say, I started in the middle because I wanted to see the cute face first. I moved over here next, so I did all the middle sections, and then I did the sides because, it's so much color blocking that I wanted to leave that for last. Shouldn't have done it that way, but also for fear of popping. I'll get to that in a minute too. So to be fair, that is my fault. All of that gapping is my fault. I got impatient. So I'm perfectly happy with the fact that it's that way because I really wanted to just finish this canvas and have it finished. If I wanted to take my time and make sure that every drill was placed correctly, I would not have used a multi-placer because of the gapping. The drills, as you can tell by that, they don't actually fit flush with each other. They are inconsistent in size and shape. I'm gonna get into that now. My trash trays fell several times on the floor, so this is not everything. And you can see my dog hair in there, sorry. Oh, so sorry. Can you see how there's all these little bits that are rounded? I mean, even some of the drills that look drill shaped are rounded. There's tabs, there's excess, which is normal, but I thought that was quite a lot. And that wasn't all of it. I I eventually started only putting ones with excess resin or whatever it is. I only started putting those in, and the ones that are like little balls. Because and that is not a dog hair. I forgot about that. Weird piece of flash that looks like a worm. Gross. But anyway, all the little balls were the ones that were coming in at the end because there were so many with tabs on them. For example, like this one at the very top left corner, that one right there, not the one beside it. This one. Here's this teeny tiny bit sticking off the side, and that one right there. Move pink. Oh no, that's a tab, sorry. Anyway, and see how that one collapses in on the right side? Those are all factors which make drills pop. So, if we look closely at the face here, hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. There is gapping, but there's also popping. I left this for the last thing. I did not put a roller over this canvas yet, and when I rub my hand, okay, hang on, here's a spot. Let's go over here. Here, 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 all of these little places over here, they're all popping. So basically, and I'm gonna move you, so please don't get sick, I'll go slowly. The combination of the gapping, which doesn't really affect it unless, you know, you're very close to the canvas, which I totally understand and I appreciate, and I'm not going to say any further thing on that because, you know, you're not going to look at it up close, so it's not a big deal. The popping is an issue, so I will have to seal it, and I have some finishing ideas to make it look a little bit better because no, I am not going to throw this away. This took me 2 months to complete. It was a lot of sweat and tears in forcing myself to finish it for you all, because I'm going to be honest, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I probably would have paid for this. I did not pay for this. This is PR. So this is given to me for free to review for this explicit purpose, for them to get better. But if I had paid for this, I would have been sorely disappointed and I would have wanted a refund once I finished it. Because, and this is the other thing, it's blurry. The image does not look like the original at all. In fact, if you look at it right now, you think, oh, that's actually kind of cute. It is kind of cute, except when you put it side by side with the original picture. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. In case you don't follow me on Instagram, I did this comparison before, and here are the findings. These are other people's words, not my own. The colors are off. They're not right. There's no sharpness. It's not as detailed. I would have been annoyed if I bought it. It needs more pink. It's blurry and not as vibrant. So those are all of the feedback from all of the people who I shared the image with when I compared this image with the original image that you just saw. In the original, there's actually a lot more bright pink here, and that is where I got really worried. So right here, there should be a sweep of bright pink, and it should be more colorful. It's a unicorn. It's not strawberry ice cream, you know? This is all the same shade, and it leads to a lack of definition. Like people said, there isn't any sharpness and stuff. So that is pretty much my review on this canvas. I do have a frame coming for this. I'm going to stretch it like I've done other paintings in the past, and I'm going to finish it with mixed media, which I've never done before, so I'll have to, you can kind of see a little bit of it right there. I'll go ahead and show you. I have special star glitter, isn't it pretty, that I want to sprinkle in the picture, these 3 colors here, and maybe the green in the horn or something. But I want to sprinkle the colors in and around the unicorn and just kind of bling it up a little bit, and yeah, make it look pretty, and you know, appreciate the amount of work and time that went into this painting for real. So my experience with this canvas is not the best, but tomorrow I will have a Mail Haul Monday where I'm going to unveil or unbox another Victoria's Moon canvas that they sent me after the communication with Alvina, and I told her the issues that I saw in this painting. She invited me to get another. I'll talk more about that in tomorrow's video, but you're going to want to watch it because it was kind of like a second chance. It is not the same image. I thought it would be, but it isn't. And I'm going to have to put in a little disclaimer or two about it, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you this before I show you the second one that they sent me, which hopefully you can see the changes between what they did with this one and what they've done with the new upgraded version from their store. It makes me a little bit nervous to put this up online because I have tried my best to keep my emotions out of it, but my personal opinion on this is that I'm really disappointed. Again, if I had paid for it, I would be asking for a refund because of how blurry it is. It only had 25 colors, or sorry, excuse me, it only had 34 colors, not 25, 34 colors, but those 34 colors didn't make any difference in the sharpness of this unicorn, in my opinion. While I would love to do it again and maybe order it and see if the new version would be better than this one, I don't have time for that. I wish I did, but I'm done with this. I'm going to try to make the best of it and enjoy the process of blinging it up for everybody, and I'm going to display it proudly in my house because I finished it. And that is what I care about. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this post review on the Goofy Unicorn. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it helps you make informed decisions in the future. Please reserve judgment until you see tomorrow's video. Tomorrow is the second chance from the company, and hopefully you can then make a better idea, a better decision, opinion on them and what the products that they have based on that. So I'm gonna let you guys go and enjoy your day, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.